Terrible. YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my video. What's going on? Hold on. I don't wanna be doing this video and y'all catch the coronavirus from watching my video. So I don't want germs to get on y'all. So I think it'd be better if I put on my mask. I don't want y'all to get coronavirus. Take that shit off. Nah, man, I don't want you to get coronavirus. So I'm gonna wear this mask. I don't want y'all to get coronavirus. But hold on for a second. I'm just messing around, man. I mean, you run around in this truck out here. There's a lot of places requiring you to have the proper equipment. You got to have the proper PPE equipment. So you can't pick up a load if you don't have the proper PPE equipment. Oh man. Um, so what's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? they got a they got a corona. I didn't know they had a corona. I don't text all the time, but shit. Talk about them freight rates. Freight rates is garbage right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm trying to see if maybe I can do some power only. Rates are really a dollar a mile right now. Yeah, rates are a dollar a mile out here. I don't care what you're doing, unless you're doing something real short. Um, yeah, rates are about a dollar a mile. Like if you book a load, like even loads going down to Florida paying a dollar a mile. I've seen loads, going from Atlanta to Miami paying $600-700. That's crazy. That is crazy. Um, you sitting? Yeah, man, you can't sit too long now. I don't care how much your truck paid for. You can't sit too long. You don't know how long this junk will last. This junk will last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So, um, right now I'm looking around, see if maybe I can do some power only stuff. Um, you know, when you got your own authority, you can pretty much go anywhere. You can do whatever you want. You can pull anybody's freight. You're not tied down to one company. I can pull Landstar freight. I can pull JB Hunt freight. I can pull Snyder freight. I can pull I can pull everybody's freight out here. So um, So I'm just looking around, see if maybe I can do some power only out here. It might be some power only out here, and you just pull these other people's trailer and going down the road, you know. What crude oil? Crude oil stock just dropped from $20 a barrel to $0 this morning. What? Let me see. Oh man, hold on, man. Let me see about that. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on pause. I'm gonna go away, then I'm gonna come back. Don't worry, I'm gonna come right back. Just stay. All right, y'all. I'm back. Uh, yeah, man. It's Corona, man, and this thing is it's crazy. What? Damn. That's crazy, man. Man, that's crazy. But um, so what's going on with y'all? Um, I just wanted to make a quick video with y'all. I got a little short run over here. Little short run. Go about 20 miles. You know, low paying about 200 to go 20 miles, and I'm hoping to get some detention on it, so I can get at least, if I can get at least 400. If I can get at least $400 for it, I'll be happy with that. $450. But that means I have to get at least $200 in detention. So I got to get at least 200 in detention. It's a Procter and Gamble load, so yeah, you know they're gonna take all day. Procter and Gamble. So um, so I'm gonna try to milk the clock and get a good payday. You know, get a good payday. Get a good payday. I ain't gonna burn no fuel, and I'm just gonna get my minimum expenses covered, and I'll be good. You know, all I gotta do is run 2 loads for the week. I'll be good. Cover my minimum expenses for the week. Yeah, I'm down here in Union City, man. Over here in Union City. You know, down here in Union City. Yeah, man. I go and buy some crude oil because you know oil is gonna come back. You know oil gonna come back. If oil is $0 right now, I would buy, if you can buy it at $0, I would buy a shit ton of it. I would buy $5,000 of crude oil. I would do that. I would buy $5,000 of crude oil, and when all this junk is over, when oil goes back up to $100 a barrel, you know, 80, 90, $100 a barrel, $120, $130 a barrel, you're gonna make 100 times your money. Let's see, $5,000 times 100. You do the math. You do the math. You busy at FedEx, man? Shoot. Ain't busy at FedEx. My neck out of the woods. You on your way to the bank? You don't need to go to the bank, man. You just log on to your account on your phone. You need to go to the bank. My bad. Y'all carry cash around. My bad. Y'all old fashioned folk. Walk around with cash. You know. But let me get this video out the way. So you know, I know a lot of y'all own y'all own truck. And I want to talk about something a lot of guys don't talk about is doing your own PMs. You know, like I get tired of going to Speedco and going to these places to get a PM done, and like they always charging you for stuff that they never do. And so I get tired of waiting in a long line. You sit up in the line, you wait 4, 5, 6 hours to get a PM, depending on where you go. The Speedco up here in Atlanta on Moreland, that place take about 4, 5 hours in there to get a PM done. You just give your whole life away. Okay, they charge you $400 or $500 to get a PM, and you running the risk of them not doing it right. Okay, so I decided to just go ahead and start doing my own PMs. If y'all can see, look at the thumbnail, I invested in an inventory of PM products to get my PM done. I bought a whole bunch of oil. I went to Walmart.com. They had oil on sale. The 2.5 gallon jugs, 2.5 gallon jugs of oil, they was on sale for like 20, 21, 22 bucks. You can't beat that. You can't beat that nowhere. So I went ahead and bought a lot. I bought how many did I buy? I think I bought like, y'all can look at the picture. I bought like about 20 jugs. I bought about 20 jugs of it. It was about $400. I bought about 20 jugs of it. I bought some filters. As y'all can look in the video, you look at the thumbnail, I got enough stuff to do a PM for the next year and a half. I can do my own PMs for the next year and a half. I got the fuel separator filters. I found them online for like $15 a piece. Them damn things, they cost like $50 at they cost like $50 at Speedco or Love's, wherever you get your PMs from, Freightliner, Peterbilt, wherever y'all get y'all PMs done at. So, you know, I just decided to just go ahead and start doing my own PMs, man. So I'm done. I'm done with going to these places. They don't grease your truck right. They never grease your truck right. They say they grease them, but they don't grease them. Because what they do is they put a little bit of grease. They dab the grease. They don't put the grease in the Zerk fitting. They just dab the grease. It's like, man, put the grease in the joint. Okay? They don't check your air like they're supposed to. They overcharge you for filters and all this stuff. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm going to buy my own filters and buy my own oil and do my own PMs. So I went on eBay and I found some Detroit filters. I found a 6-pack. Them filters that you see on the thumbnail of my video, I got a 6-pack. It was like $120. $120 for a 6-pack. $120. Got the fuel water separators. I got a 4-pack. It was like $70 for a 4-pack. These are Fleet. I think they're Fleet. What are Fleet? Not Fleet Pride, but Fleet. First Fleet. I think it's First Fleet or something like that. It's the good brand. It's the good brand anyway. And I found a 4-pack of fuel filters. It was a guy online. He was liquidating a shop, and he was selling some fuel filters for a Detroit DD15. He had a whole bunch of other stuff, but he was liquidating the shop. I guess they closed down the shop or whatever, and some leftovers. He had 4 of them left. I bought all 4 of them. Them filters usually run by $80 a piece. I got them for, I forgot how much I got them for. That was like $20 a piece. It was about $20 a piece. So I think all together I spent maybe $800 for, I got enough stuff to do PMs for the next 2 years, man. I got enough stuff to do PMs for the next 2 years. I spent about $800. Typically, you're going to spend about $400, $450 to pay somebody, and you got to stand in the line and wait for these guys to do the PM that they don't do right, okay? So when I get ready to do a PM, I'm going to do a video on it. And, you know, show you how to do a PM. I know a lot of y'all know how to do a PM. Some of y'all don't. But, I mean, a PM, it's easy to do. You know, you grease the truck up and put the new filters in there, put the new oil in there, drain the oil, and go on about your business. So, there's a Discount Auto Parts by my house. I called them up, and they said I can bring the used oil to them. So I got somewhere to get rid of the oil. That's the biggest hurdle a lot of you guys gonna have to deal with, is that you're gonna have to figure out how to get rid of the old oil, because these trucks got 11, 12 gallons in it. So you got to get rid of that oil. You got to figure out how to get rid of it. You know. Your Merrill Lynch account. I don't like Merrill Lynch, which is a subsidiary of Bank of America. Their user interface is difficult to use. They don't have a lot of tools. They don't give a lot of information, and they don't give you access to all the mutual funds in the marketplace. I mean, it's 8, 9, 10,000 mutual funds in the market. So, but Merrill Lynch, they don't give you access to them. Like the best money market brokerage I recommend is Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, or Charles Schwab. Those are the 3 that I recommend. Those are the 3 I recommend. All the other ones are garbage. I can honestly tell you that. All the rest of them are trash. But I mean, if you're doing good with it, hey, it's yours. But I mean, that's That's just my opinion. I've been investing in mutual funds since I was like 18. So I dibbed and dabbed with a lot of different ones, and I settled on one that I feel comfortable with. Arizona, 69 degrees and climbing. I've been watching your videos. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know, appreciate you, man. You know. All right, let me check this email real quick. Check this email. No, man, you don't want to dump oil. You don't want to dump oil down a storm drain. You don't want to do that, man. Like if it's just a one-time thing and it's an emergency situation, you kind of have no choice. You're driving down the road and just oil just come gushing out of your truck, then you kind of got no choice. But if this is gonna be a routine maintenance thing, nah, dog, you don't want to do that. Do the right thing, man. Don't do that because that's a lot of oil. If it's just like a little quart that busts open or something, and you trying to clean up a mess by accident, yeah, that I mean, there's nothing you can do. But if if you're doing a routine maintenance regimen, like you know, every 15, 20,000 miles, you're gonna be maintaining and draining your own oil, dude. No, you don't want to dump that stuff down the drain, man. Just call up a parts store and ask them if they do if they take oil. Most auto parts store take oil, and you just take the oil on down there and dump it off. Don't do that, man. We already got this coronavirus out here. We don't need folk out here messing up the doggone environment. We already got enough crap going on out here. Don't mess the doggone environment up out here. But hold on, let me look at this. Hold on, let me look at this crude oil. I might go ahead and buy a few shares. Let me see. Let me pick up a few shares here. Let me see. What are your thoughts on starting out at Snyder National? Once this virus mess is out of the way, I'm thinking about getting my CDL. I don't know, man. I'm on here looking. Um, I don't invest in I don't invest in oil too much, so I'm on here looking. Let me see. I don't know off the top of my head um, oil companies out here. 5571. Okay, let me look at crude oil. Let me look at some crude oil. Let's see. Check out what. See, wifey on it. Yeah, I gotta get y'all a wife. See, the wifey be on it. Let me see. Okay. Okay, their 52-week low is $12. Yeah, they let me see. Today. Yeah, they coming back up. They dropped earlier today. They coming back up. Matter of fact, let me buy a couple shares of this here. Let me buy about 10 shares of this here. Let me buy I'm gonna buy about $500 worth. Let me see. Let me buy I bought about 15 shares of this here. Um They 52-week high was, I don't know, the name is Hero Merch and Payne. I guess they're like a petroleum marketer. Yeah, it looks like they're a petroleum marketer. This year gonna be a crazy year, man. This year's gonna be crazy. Regular smuggler day. Oh man. On a regular smuggler day. What app I'm using? I'm using Robinhood. I like Robinhood. You get to do free trades. I usually don't mess with single stocks. I usually don't mess with single stocks. Um, every now and then, if I have some spare cash laying around, I'll throw a couple dollars at a couple shares, you know, and I mean, it's if you got like $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000 laying around, go ahead and just buy a couple shares, man. Ain't no big deal. Buy $500 worth of this, $600 worth of this, 1,000 worth of this. You know, um, okay, the 52-week they $16 a share right now. You can't go wrong with messing with oil. You can't go wrong messing with oil, man. Can't go wrong. Let me see. Crude oil. See what y'all talking about. It's gonna be a lot of new rich people that come out of this year. I know. Can you recommend the best place to buy batteries in Atlanta? I mean, I say the best place to buy batteries. I can't say the best place for sure, but I'm thinking the best place. Here's a general statement. Okay. Usually the best place to buy batteries is a place that turns over batteries all the time. You don't want to be buying batteries that's sitting on the shelf for a long period of time, because battery shelf life is real short. Okay. You don't want to be buying batteries that's been sitting on the shelf. And so you want to go find a place where all they do is batteries, and they turn over a lot of batteries, a lot. Okay. And you want to be able to check the batteries. So this place is going to have batteries that when you walk in the door, they're going to be right there so you can check them. Okay. It'll be like a cash and carry type place where when you walk in the door, they're going to have pallets of batteries sitting there, and you can pick your own batteries and you can check them. Okay. You want to get a battery tester. This is a cheap old battery tester I got off Amazon. It's a cheap old battery tester. It ain't no, I think I spent like $15-$20 for this thing. It's a cheap battery tester from Amazon. It's cheap. Nothing special about it. It's a regular smegular battery tester. Okay. Oh man. And so that's what you want. So because it's been times I bought batteries and they're bad. Like you buy them brand new and they bad. Okay. And you don't want to go to a place where they just hand you the batteries and be like, okay, gone. Okay. You want to be able to test the batteries right there in the store and make sure that they're good and they have the proper rating when you walk out the door. That's what you want when it comes to batteries. To get the best, you paying $100 for these batteries, $80-$90 for these batteries. You want to make sure you're getting the best battery. Okay. So that's my opinion on batteries. You can go to you can shop around, you can go to like the dealerships, Volvo, Freightliner, try engine shops, Cummins, try a Cummins shop, Detroit shop, Peterbilt, Kenworth, just anywhere that turns over batteries a lot. You don't want to go to a place where it's a dry place and they don't turn over batteries all the time. You know what I mean? And you essentially gonna be buying an old battery sitting on the shelf, and not all batteries are created the same. So when it comes to batteries, that's what I recommend when it comes to batteries. Okay, look up UCO. Let me see. Let me look at UCO. Okay, this is an ETF, Ultra Bloomberg Crude Oil ETF. They at $1 a share right now. 52 week low, $26 a share. 52-week high. I would buy a couple of these. I would buy a couple of these. Matter of fact, let me buy about 100 share of these. Matter of fact. Let me buy 100 shares of these. Matter of fact, because when the price goes back up to $26 a share, even if it goes up to $15 a share, you still good. Yeah, I would buy a couple of them. You know, it's just $100, man. It's just $100. I mean, I do it. It's just $100, man. Like, y'all waste money on all the crazy stuff. Like, I buy it, man. The doggone thing is the thing is $1.34 right now. Okay, if this thing goes up to $10, you good. You multiplying your money 10 times. You're gonna make $1,000 on that trade. Now, if it goes up to $20, you're gonna make $2,500 on that trade. I do that. It's just $100, man. I do it. Yeah, it's just $100, man. You the real MVP. let me throw 250 real quick. You a trip. This woman is a trip. Oh man, she a trip. Let me see. These look like a bunch of doggone hedge funds. Nah, this one don't look good. Chevron is $82 a share, 52 week high at $127 a share. No. I'm looking for something on sale. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something on sale. I'm looking for the clearance rack. That's what I'm looking for. $13. Nah. British Petroleum. Nah. ConocoPhillips. Okay, I'm gonna watch this one right here. DB crude oil double short. I'm gonna watch them because their 52 week high is $200 a share, and they 52 week low is $42. They're at $170 right now. I'm gonna watch them. Put them in my watch list. Okay, I'm gonna watch them. Yeah, ain't no big deal, man. You just gotta look at how long they've been in business, how long you just look at the graph and see what's going on in the last 5 years, and you look at what's going on in the last 3, 4, 5 months, and just make a decision. It's not, guys be making this stuff too complicated. Now, you don't want to put all your money in it. If you got a couple thousand, $500, man, throw $500 in there, man, and see what's going on. See what's going on. Why invest in name brand companies when you can invest in where they get it from themselves? Well, what you got to understand about what's going on, man, this APU. This APU got it freezing in here. What you got, what you got to understand is not about Mario Chadwell. Like you thinking logically, okay? When you look at the stock market, you got to look at it like a living, breathing organism, okay? Look at the stock market like a living, breathing organism. It makes no sense at all. It's emotional. There's no science to it. You know what I mean? Like the stock market is this random, living, breathing organism that just does whatever it want to do at random. Okay. And so you're trying to look at the stock market with some logic and say, okay, well, why should I invest in a brand, a name brand, when I can invest in where they get it from the source? Okay, that's thinking with logic. You can't apply logic to the stock market. You got to look at it like, okay, you got to invest in. You got to invest in, like, you got to look at it like the emotion behind it. There's a lot of emotion behind it, okay? And so when people think of like Procter & Gamble, Colgate, when people think of a Mercedes-Benz, when people think of a BMW, Jaguar, something like that, it invokes emotion. When people think of Amazon, what do people think of when you think of Amazon, right? When people think of Amazon, they think of that big blue smiley face on the side of a truck bringing you your stuff. It makes absolutely no sense to pay for all that, but we do it. It evokes emotion. And so it's the same concept. You invest in brand, you invest in a brand loyalty, you invest in a brand because it makes you feel good. Simply put, you go to Walmart based on however it makes you feel and the convenience or whatever. It makes no sense. Okay? You go to Kroger for this reason. You go to Publix for this reason. Like, you go to Publix because shopping is a pleasure and it makes you feel good, right? But their groceries are more expensive than Kroger, but you'll go to Publix anyway. you would go on Amazon, like I know I do this. I go on Amazon and pay just a little bit more to get my package in 2 days or less because of the customer service and all the other things that come with that, right? And so when you're looking at the stock market, you got to look at it like that. It's emotional space. And so when you look at the stock market, you just got to look at what's really going on at that time and where the money at and where the money at, what's going on. It's you know, you don't want to get too technical about it and overthink it, you know, because what you saying, it makes sense. Why should you go over there for a brand? It don't have nothing to do with that. It's what the market perceive as good. It's perception. It's all perception. Like with this coronavirus, man. This coronavirus is only like, there's 350 million people in this country. And there's only been like, what, 600,000 cases been reported, right? That's only like, if you do the math, that's only like 0.05% of the doggone population. It's a very small number, but they make it seem like it's a very big deal. Now, it is a big deal. It's really important, but I don't think it is important as they think it is. You get what I'm saying? And so all it is just perception, speculating, and stuff like that. And so you don't want to overthink it. You don't want to overthink it. You don't want to overthink it. And what you do is you go on here and you look at the companies that's doing business, right? And you look at their track record and you look at how long they've been in business, and you know, you look at their spreadsheet and you look at, you know, what's going on, what they've been investing in a while, and you look at them, it's like, okay, their stock price dropped to like $5 a share. But in the last 5-10 years, their stock price has always been high at $30, $40, $60, $70 a share. With what's going on right now, I would invest in that stock just because it's like, man, they don't sell right now. They don't sell right now. That's what you want to be looking at. I wouldn't get too gun-ho and technical about it. Man, what that dollar amount freight at? It ain't no freight out here, man. It's the only freight out here is moving is Procter & Gamble and SC Johnson and Clorox and that's it. It ain't no other freight out here moving. It's just the consumer discretionary stuff. Only thing out here moving is consumer discretionaries, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, diapers, and bleach. That's it. Consumer discretionaries. That's it. You know what I mean? So, 404, would you buy Walmart stock? I think it's too late to buy Walmart stock. No, I wouldn't buy Walmart stock. I would buy mutual fund. I would buy a retail mutual fund. That's what I would buy. That's what I would buy. I would buy a retail mutual fund. A mutual fund that's got a whole bunch of retail companies in it. So, you know, grocery stores. It's got Walmart in it. It's got Target in there. I wouldn't buy Walmart. Walmart has been around too long, okay, and their stock is very stable. You know what I mean? Is Walmart stock? doesn't give any room for you to make money with it. Okay, let me look at Walmart. Let me look at some Walmart. Typically, the big Fortune 500 companies that are not affected by this coronavirus is not going to show any change at all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, like, it's like right here, Walmart's 52-week low is $98 a share. Walmart's 52-week high right now, well, Walmart's 52-week high is $130 a share. Their 52-week high is $130 a share. Right now, their stock price is $131 a share. There ain't no room in there to make no money. If you go back, let me go back a year. Let me go back a year. Let me go back a year. Right. I mean, Walmart. Like Walmart is a very stable stock, and so there's no room in there for it for you to make any money. I wouldn't mess with Walmart. I wouldn't mess with it. I would buy some airline stock. If you're looking at individual stocks, okay, I would buy some airline stock. You can find some Royal Caribbean stock for dumb cheap right now. Because better believe when all this stuff is gone, Royal Caribbean gonna come back strong, and like their stock price is gonna go sky high, right? I would mess with Carnival Cruise Lines. I would look at them. I would look at Carnival Cruise Lines. I would look at Delta. I would look at Southwest. I would look at Southwest. I would look at, I'm just going through some stocks that I was looking at. Spirit. I would look at Spirit. I would look at American Airline. I would look at American Airline. American Airline just received a stimulus package. They just received their stimulus package. So I would look at American Airline. I would look at let's see, Continental. I would look at all the airlines and see what their 52-week high and their 52-week lows are, and make a decision from there. And look at what they've been doing in the last year, and kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll go with them. I would mess with any stock that's been affected by this corona stuff, and you know that, okay, they're gonna be okay when this whole thing turns around. Okay, oil, invest in some oil. If oil stock drops right now due to corona, you know that oil is very valuable. Okay, everybody needs oil. In manufacturing, we need oil for manufacturing. We need oil for trucks. We need oil for heating and cooling. We need oil for manufacturing for food. We need oil. Oil goes into every doggone thing. Okay, oil just don't go in cars and gas. Oil goes into everything: manufacturing, farming, industry, food, all of that. Okay. Anything that got to do with petroleum. I would look at anything has to do with traveling. Okay, anything that's got to do with traveling. I would take a look at some bonds. I would take a look at some municipal bonds. I would look at Um, I would look at like the Northeast. I would look at the Northeast. I would look at the Midwest, like Chicago, the big cities. Uh, Texas. Bonds. I would look at California. Um, these are heavily populated areas that's got their bonds are held by um, state workers. Okay, the state pension plans are in bonds. Okay, and so with all these people collecting unemployment, all these states, even the Fed, even the federal government, they're going to be selling off bonds at a ridiculous low rate. And so it's a good opportunity to buy cheap bonds right now. And then once everything comes back, the maturity rate, you're gonna make some good money on that. Um, um, Let me see. I'm trying to think. Trying to just anything that's been affected by this coronavirus, and these are good solid companies, but they're kind of dealing with some dealing with a slowdown due to corona. I would look at those industries: travel, tourism. um, Florida opened up their states back to business. Texas opened back up for business. People going to the beaches and stuff like that. So um, I would look at tourism. I'm trying to think. Um, it done went dry. Stock exchange. Yeah. Buy Bitcoin, gold, or silver. Um, I wouldn't mess with gold right now. Silver, I would mess with silver. I would buy some silver. Silver is a good retirement tool. Silver is a good retirement tool. Okay. Let me tell you about silver. Like, you want some silver in your retirement portfolio because silver is an industrial metal. Okay. Aluminum, silver, like silver, they use that in cell phones. Silver is a manufacturing metal, and it's industrial metal. So it's gonna be around for a long time. Aluminum. I would buy some aluminum. Alcoa aluminum. Like I would buy Alcoa aluminum not for a fast buck. Okay. I would buy Alcoa aluminum for like a 30, 40, 50 year retirement plan. Okay. Um, Matter of fact, let me look at Alcoa aluminum. Alcoa. Let's see. Actually, Alcoa aluminum actually looks good. I would buy it. They're $5 a share right now. Let me watch Alcoa aluminum. Um, yeah, I would buy some Alcoa aluminum. I would. Alcoa aluminum 52-week low is $5 a share. Their 52-week high was $28 a share. I would buy it. Alcoa aluminum ain't going nowhere. Hmm. The CEO of Alcoa Aluminum dies at 84. It's terrible. I would look at Alcoa Aluminum, um, and like Alcoa, like I said, Alcoa Aluminum is an industrial metal. Okay, and if you're looking for something that's gonna be around a long time, and if you want something to retire off of, yeah, I'll buy some of Alcoa Aluminum. Aluminum ain't going nowhere. We're gonna always need aluminum. You can go back 200 years and know that we need aluminum. There's never gonna be an alternative to aluminum. Okay, aluminum is a very flexible metal. We use the aluminum is used to make cars. Is flexible. Is aluminum is used in a lot of things, and so I would look at Alcoa aluminum. Silver is another industrial metal. They use that in cell phones. Okay, silver is used in the motherboards of cell phones, and is used in different paint coatings. Silver is used in a lot of paint coatings. Um, like silver allows paint to last a long time. So when you paint something and you don't want it to like, you know, rub off, that's what you put. That's what silver is for. Uh, and since in this world we use a lot of silver, we use a lot of doggone silver. Uh, 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 um, I mean, silver is used in a lot of things. It's not just manufacturing, but it's industrial metal. Gold, I wouldn't mess with gold. Gold is like one of those gold is it's gold is it's a luxury type of metal. Like you don't find there's not like a big need, a necessity for gold, right? The only reason why people buy gold is to wear it on their wrists. That's it. And you might find a little bit of gold in like electronics. You might find because you might find a little bit of gold in electronics. You might find a little bit of gold in a little bit of manufacturing, but not as much as silver and aluminum and copper. Okay, all the other industrial metals. So I would mess with copper. I would do aluminum and silver. Gold, I wouldn't mess with gold. Um, Not like I would buy gold if I was worth like a bunch of money. But I'm sure none of y'all on here watching my videos has got $1 million, $2 million, $5 million net worth. So when you got if you got $50,000, $100,000 cash in the bank and you looking to invest some money, you have no business investing in gold because you don't have enough money to protect. Okay, because um, typically people who invest in gold is used as a hedge against like a bad economy drop. Okay, so if you're looking for like a place to store wealth, you put it in gold. Okay, and so like you either put it in gold, real estate, you put it in like different I'm trying to think of like you put gold in like other you put money into other things, and gold is one of them. And so like but the thing is, most of you guys that are watching my videos, none of you guys don't most of you guys have no business investing in gold because you don't have enough money to hedge against from. You don't have enough cash, you don't have enough wealth to protect. I mean, 50,000 ain't no money, 100,000 ain't no money, 200,000 ain't no money. When you start to get some millions and millions of dollars, you might want to put it into some gold. You can put maybe, if you got a $5 million net worth, I will put maybe $1 million in gold, 2 million in gold. I put 2 million in gold, 2 million in real estate, another million, maybe like 500,000 and another million in stocks, and have 500,000 in cash. Okay. And so you divvy it up a little bit, but that's because, I mean, and I'm just talking to exclamation thoughts. He's saying buy Bitcoin. No, man, I'm messing with no fucking Bitcoin, dog. Don't fucking with no Bitcoin. I can't allow people to watch my video and say, man, Fofo Trucker said invest in some Bitcoin. No, don't invest in no goddamn Bitcoin, dog. Come on. No, man. Bitcoin is a trendy thing going on right now. It's fun and it's hip. Don't mess with Bitcoin. When you're talking about an investment, you look at things with common sense. This is common sense. You look at things that are stable, and you look at things that are you look at stability. When you look at it, it's like, okay, this company been around this long. You look at how much cash they got, you look at their spreadsheet, and it's like, okay, they're gonna be around for a while. Bitcoin, I don't know. I can almost guarantee you real estate gonna be around for a while. I don't know about Bitcoin. I'm 100% confident that 100 years from now, somebody gonna need shelter and a roof over their head. Real estate gonna be here forever. It's always gonna be here. Bitcoin, you can go back 200-300 years in history and watch different currencies have come and gone. Different currencies have come and gone, right? Right now in America, we use the dollar, right? But remember, before paper dollar, and it wasn't even too long ago that we were doing business with gold and silver, right? We were just doing, like, you go to the store and you buy some bread and you just, you throw a gold coin up there and you buy some bread, right? You buy a horse back in 1850, you buy a horse with some gold, right? But since the 1870 something, we went towards this paper currency with dollars, right? And the bankers came in with the recession back in the 1920s or so, and now we do business with dollars, okay? And so I do agree, sometime or another, currency is gonna change over to a new world order, a new form of currency. But most people who watching this video have no business messing with it because it's too early. It's too early in stages. Until you can pay your rent with Bitcoin, until you can buy gas with Bitcoin, until you can call up Verizon or AT&T and say, hey, I want to make a payment, I got Bitcoin, I wouldn't mess with Bitcoin. I wouldn't mess with it. Until you can put gas in your car with Bitcoin, I wouldn't mess with it. I would not mess with it. I would not mess with it. So, just common sense. It's not complicated. By seeing you work your hand with the stocks, really had me interested. I love the wheel and deal. What's the basic steps in getting involved and understanding it? Greyhound. Man, don't buy no bonds, Bitcoin, gold, silver. Bonds fixing to go to negative. Prince Diamond says trucking industry stocks. I wouldn't mess with trucking industry stocks because I would buy mutual funds that invest in the transportation industry, but I wouldn't buy individual stocks because the trucking industry, like I was saying before, it's a stable market. Okay. Now I would buy stocks that are doing innovations in the transportation industry, like Uber Freight, Convoy, JB Hunt. You know, these companies are investing a lot of new innovative um, these companies are investing in a lot of new innovative things in the transportation business. At the end of the day, you still have to physically put product in a trailer and move it. That's never going to change. Now, technology around it is going to change. You know, GPS, the efficiency of transportation. Um, you know, I guess when the FMCSA, you know, start changing the laws and stuff like that, the driving time is probably going to maybe fluctuate the company's ability to make a profit. But the technology around trucking companies, I would invest in. I wouldn't invest in trucking companies per se. I would invest in companies that's got assets like trucks and trailers. I would invest in new companies that are changing the transportation industry, warehousing technology, the POS system, warehousing software, uh, robotics, you know, electric forklifts, you know, robotic forklifts. I would invest in that. I would invest in the GPS uh, technology that tracks trucks and stuff like that. I would invest in stuff like that. I would invest in trucking companies per se, because if you look at that market is real stable. It's kind of a straight line. The trucking industry has made right around 8 to 12% for the last 30 years, 40 years. It haven't really changed too much. Like if you look at JB Hunt has made about 9-10% on 9-10% for the last 20 years. It haven't really changed. Snyder, I mean, you can go back about 30-40 years and it really haven't really changed that much. So it's really no money there to be made as far as like fast money to be made. But if you're looking at a retirement, long-term retirement, I would invest in some trucking companies. But that's just my opinion. This is my opinion. Exclamation thought says you buying debt. Bonds, you are buying debt. Yeah, you are buying debt. You just gambling on you gambling on you gambling on some debt. And so like with all these people collecting unemployment, um they're gonna be looking for money. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Physical silver, not the paper contracts. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying, exclamation thoughts. Yeah. Um, it's just like real estate. You buy the physical asset. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Um, I mean the thing is, it's technically illegal for people to buy physical gold. Uh, but you can buy it. You just can't go to the corner store and buy groceries with with some gold coins. But I would buy gold. Here's the deal: when you buy gold, it's a storage. It's a wealth storage. You got to know what you're doing when you buy this stuff. Okay, you can't just cash it out. So when you buy gold, you got to know what you're doing. So say you go buy $10,000 worth of gold. Okay, You buy the $10,000 worth of gold and you stick it up on your mattress, or you put it in a deposit box at your bank or something. You got this gold. Now, say you needed $5,000, right? And you're like, man, I was like, oh yeah, I got the $5,000 in gold at the bank. You go down there and get $5,000 worth of gold. You got to go to a gold exchange. You got to exchange the gold to turn it back to cash. But see, with gold, it goes up and down and stuff like that. And so, like right now, with exclamation thoughts, what he's saying right now, yes, buy gold. Gold is good to buy, because when you look at the market, when the market goes down, when stocks and all that stuff goes down, gold goes up. Okay. And so it's just a funny thing when it comes to the balance of currencies and stuff like that. And so gold is a good buy, but personally, I think it's too late to buy gold. If you somebody that's already been invested in gold, you're sitting on a gold mine. And so right now, gold, you probably quadrupled your money in gold, and like you can sell off some gold and go buy apartment building or something like that. But the thing is, with gold, you got to know what you're doing. And, you got to go to a gold exchange, and kind of like with Bitcoin, you just can't spend Bitcoin everywhere. You got to go to a place to exchange the Bitcoin, convert it back to cash, and go do your business. Go buy a car or pay your light bill or buy a house. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say a lot of the guys that's watching my video, they probably don't have no business buying gold. And I don't want to talk to people who, because I don't feel like I have any business buying gold, because I don't feel like I have enough wealth to mess with gold, because you start messing with that stuff, you got to know what you're doing. Gold is the second best performing asset past 10 years, other than Bitcoin. I don't know about Bitcoin. I agree with you. Explanation thoughts. Gold is a great asset. It's a great asset. Gold, oil, and real estate. Those are the three best assets you can ever buy. They're great assets, fabulous assets. But most people that are watching my video right now, they can't afford it, and they have no business even messing with it. Because most guys on my videos right now, or watching this right now, you don't have millions of dollars. Okay? When you start getting up to Jeff Bezos type money, then you can go start thinking about, man, I got to protect my wealth. I'm going to go buy some gold. I need to buy a warehouse. I need to go buy a safe. I need to buy a bank vault to store my gold, to store my wealth. Okay?